So it's not a big thing, but it does kind of bother me that the title of this movie is Ready or Not 2, Here I Come, and not Ready or Not Here I Come or Ready or Not 2. It's just, a little nitpick. So Ready or Not 2, Here I Come is the unexpected but very welcome sequel to the 2019 hit Ready or Not. It's directed by the same duo who directed the first one, the duo known as Radio Silence. They also did Scream 5 and 6 and that vampire ballet movie, Abigail, which was pretty good. So they do have a good track record with dark comedy horror over the last few years, and they do not disappoint with this movie. This movie stars Samara Weaving, Catherine Newton, Sarah Michelle Gellar, and a couple of other faces that you'll recognize as you watch it. But this one takes place minutes after the first one. If you haven't seen it, I highly recommend watching the first one. Overall, even if you're not going to see this movie, watch that first, Ready or Not. It's a really fun time. I didn't expect to like it as much as I did, and I definitely didn't expect that ending coming. So, highly recommend watching the first one just so you don't get spoiled for that before watching this one. But for those of you who have seen it, which I imagine is why you're watching this review, Ready or Not 2 takes place minutes after the first one with Samara Weaving's Grace being, waking up in the hospital, handcuffed to the bed, and the detective questioning her for the death of the entire family, whose name I forget. But yeah, no, everything looks highly suspicious. There's a bunch of blood, a bunch of dead bodies, and she's the only survivor. So her emergency contact is called, which is her sister, who we're introduced to. She's Catherine Newton, who's a great addition to the cast. She brings a great energy and sisterly, butting heads type of chemistry with Samara Weaving. And together, they now face the next game of hide and seek, and hence, Ready or Not 2. I didn't think there was anywhere they could take the story after the first one, especially after that ending. I thought, yeah, that's it. Shocking ending, fun time. I don't think I need a sequel, but I really did enjoy this movie. This movie was a whole lot of fun. Everything that was great about the first one gets expanded on in the sequel. So we see more lore behind the High Council, a group that the family was a part of that kind of controls the world, which makes sense in the devil cult. And so the same stakes are at hand where if these families, because now it's multiple, if they don't kill Samara Weaving before sundown, they all die in the same bloody, explosive way. And the additions to the cast with the different families are so refreshing in the sense that I feel like I actually remember singular characters from the family members, whereas for the first movie, I really didn't. I think I remember Adam Brody and the butler, and that's about it. Not that those actors did a bad job or that those characters were badly written, they're just kind of forgettable. Nothing really makes them pop or stand out, whereas this time around, they really do. I can name to you the ex girlfriend bride, the Spanish head of family. There's a couple of oddball characters that are going to stick out and are definitely going to stick with you when you leave the theater. A negative I'd have to say is the ending a little bit. I don't want to give it away, but there's a decision taken that's kind of out of left field, especially for the character that takes it. I feel like it's kind of a character regression. I think it's a move that lacks courage from the screenwriters and the directors, which is kind of an overall theme throughout the movie. I feel like this movie plays it safe, which is fine for a sequel, but given that these two guys have delivered some pretty solid horror movies over the last few years, I was hoping that I'd get a little bit more balls to the decisions taken for the characters, but there aren't really. Plays it safe, so the ending you can kind of imagine what it is, and I mean it's a fun time. I'm not gonna say that it's a bad movie just because of the disappointing ending, but it's definitely a fun time. So if you've seen the first one and you're a fan of horror, you're a fan of the genre, and I guess now the franchise, definitely go check out this movie. But yeah, that's it for this film. Thank you.